Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. This has been a tumultuous week as far as Twitter is concerned. Twitter stock has always been under pressure till Mr. Elon Musk decided to take it over and take it private. He paid $44 billion for it, some of it in cash, some of it by borrowings, and some of it with friends rolling their stock with him. The $13 billion debt is going to keep him in line for a $1 billion interest payment hook. By the time the whole deal was done, it was clear that Elon Musk did not want Twitter. He tried his best to wriggle out of it, and he could not. He was a disinterested owner. But having said that, he decided to shake up the place. He landed up in the Twitter office with a sink and then decided to close down several departments. In matter of no time, more than 50% of Twitter staff have been fired. So where there were about 8,000 people working for Twitter, less than 4,000 work today. There were some fired summarily at his whims and fancies before, and then he sent a Google Sheet document saying that people had to work for longer hours without extra pay, and a lot more then did a second round exit. Also, he's been whimsical in his ways, changing policies very abruptly, which has made it very difficult for brands to advertise in Twitter. Brands hates these kinds of negative polarization and decided to abandon Twitter. The blue tick policy which he introduced, where the subscriber would have to pay $8 per hour per month, also backfired on him. What happened is a lot of corporates, even before they could decide, found squatters occupying their brand names. The most famous story, billing Eli Lilly. Somebody bought Eli Lilly's Twitter handle and announced that diabetes drug would be given free by Eli Lilly. Immediately, the price of stock tanked. It took a clarification by the company to say it was not their handle but a parody handle. After all these shocks, it became very clear that companies would abandon Twitter as an advertisement space. The irrationality of Elon Musk did not end there. He started to decide policy by vote, and the recent one is the farcical, most farcical of the lot. Most farcical of the lot, where he said that he would decide whether he should be CEO or not by a vote. And yesterday, by the time the voting ended, 57.5% of all Twitter users asked him to leave. It's not very clear whether he will leave this place or he will continue to hang around as CEO. Anybody whom he finds a CEO will also be beholden to him. In between, he got into an argument with several journalists and asked them to be banned from Twitter, which they were. These banned journalists found that they could participate in Twitter spaces and in a Twitter space program decided to take him down. This infuriated him to no end mean, where he abruptly stopped the Twitter space program and made sure no record was available of the said program. Most of the policies that Elon Musk has announced are random, arbitrary, and we do not know when these policies will change. Most of the brands in the world like a stable, clear policy. They want the space in which they are advertising to be trusted. This does not seem to be the case with Twitter, and therefore they have abandoned it. This Twitter as a company has only $5 billion in revenue, most of it from advertisement. If advertisements tank and continue to fall, it's very difficult to see how Twitter will survive unless from given by large VCs from Elon Musk himself. Elon Musk in the month of April promised that he would not sell any more Elon Tesla stocks. But yesterday he sold another $3.6 billion worth of stock. So far, he has raised $10 billion in four different tranches after announcing that he will not sell any more stock. So the prices of Tesla has fallen by more than 60% from its peak valuation. A lot of Tesla employees are very worried whether the stock options they hold and they wanted to keep in spite of rising prices and warnings from people like us to sell was too tempting, and they didn't want to have the fear of missing out and decided to hold on to the Tesla stock. The stock is one of the worst performers for this year and is already down 60%. Even state-owned companies like GM and Ford Motor Company have outperformed the Tesla stock this year. This clearly shows that Tesla is also getting into trouble unless Elon Musk can leave Twitter in some capable hands and concentrate his energies on running Tesla. It's now clear that it's impossible for one man to run SpaceX, Tesla, and this company, Twitter, without without making some basic errors of judgment. In between, last week, Twitter announced that it would not allow users to share links from other social media platforms. He said Facebook and Google links cannot be shared on the Twitter timeline and they would be removed. This led to a huge outrage among both supporters and people and inimical to Elon Musk, and therefore he should inimical to Elon Musk. Therefore, he quickly withdrew and said, "Apologies. All these kind of major decisions will be done only after a vote. It's very difficult to run a commercial company by asking all clients to vote for it. Most of it decisions have to be made by stakeholders who have responsible stakes and will continue to run the company in spite of some adversarial positions. It is very clear that a technical and a scientific genius like Elon Musk has no clue of how human emotions works. Press and other social media platforms are purely run on emotions and feelings for each other. It is clear Elon Musk does not feel for anybody, therefore is in no position to run this a public media company like Twitter. His acquisition of Twitter has also dented the fortunes of many US funds and wealthy individuals who had used other stocks and securities as collateral and borrowed money to buy Tesla stocks. The going was good for a long time till the crash happened, and this crash has gone down to a point. It's fallen 60% from its peak valuation or is 40% of its peak valuation with no business model to fund it. We do not know who will fund Twitter for how long. Spaces like these, Twitter, which have now become a global platform for many thought leaders, cannot be allowed to wither. It remains a matter of speculation that who will play the white knight and save Twitter finally. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button of this video, press the subscriber button and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified whenever we put out a video. I have a request for you. If you like this content, pass this video along with our email address to your friends and relatives if they would be interested in getting in touch with us or be interested in finance. Thank you. I want to thank all of you for supporting our event in Oman with great enthusiasm. A lot of people turned up in Oman, and a place where I don't have much influence. I wish to thank all of you for your support. The next event is going to be in Qatar, Doha. The event is scheduled for the last week of January. Those who would like to meet me in person in Qatar, Doha, or come to our event in Doha can send their request to the mail ID given below or contact the WhatsApp number flashing on the screen. My team will respond to you. See you in Qatar in the last week of Jan. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.